basement. Oh yeah.
Calm down.
And the podcast.
Little girls.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Podcast in the basement.
Podcast in the basement.
Oh yeah, in the
In
basement.
the basement.
With Michael Jackson.
Yeah, motherfucker.
All right.
Okay,
That's our intro.
that's that's the second episode of the River Podcast.
Electric Boogaloo.
What?
The podcast too. Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo? I thought about
Yeah.
like a hand of bullshit.
A hand of what?
A hand of bullshit.
What do you mean? Like a physical grasping
No,
on
no,
the bull?
no. I'm
shit.
talking about the title for this episode.
A handle of bullshit.
A handful of bullshit.
Oh, maybe like a dick full of bullshit.
No, a handful.
No?
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know that movie?
Which movie?
For a handful of dollars.
No.
It's like an old western, an Italia western,
Yeah.
and its name is For a Handful of Dollars. Oh.
Anyway, so this is the second episode. If you haven't figured that out, we today are not at the river
No.
because we vowed to pick new spots every time.
Yeah,
And this time-
that was kind of the idea. What kind of conflicts with the idea of the river podcast because we're not at a river.
Well, but
We're at an intellectual river.
we'll go back to the river. Our thoughts are the river.
Yeah.
Our shit is
Like-
also the river because we have shit thoughts.
Yes, that's true. You
It-
know what Bruce Lee said?
No.
Be the water.
We are the water.
We are-
We will and be are the water.
We will, I am, be the water.
Will I am will be the water.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't have really topics for this episode because that was kind of like a random.
Yeah, we weren't planning it,
But I
but
mean,
we're here.
it's happening.
It's
And
happening.
it is happening.
Holy shit. So, actually, I have a confession to make.
Do you have a confession?
What I said last episode about octopi being 80% sperm, it was wrong. I was thinking about barnacles because they're 80% dick. 80% of a barnacle's body is a penis.
What is a barnacle?
A barnacle is a little rock that's alive that grows on boats
How could you?
because they need to bang. Basically, all they do is eat, bang, and eat.
And so this is why you insulted the poor octopi.
Yes,
Octopi.
because I confused them for a sea pest.
Why would you even think that sperm is like an essential part of a body?
Oh, well, because in reality, the reason apes and whatever survive is to fuck. They fuck so they can have more apes, so
Of
more
course,
apes can
that's
fuck.
that's Darwin's evolution, isn't
Yeah,
it? But still,
no. Is it?
well, why would an octopi need to be 80% sperm?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't
Honestly,
know.
it's like 2 minutes in and we're already talking about octopi, penises, and sperm. That's like
Yeah, let's
that's
veer
not
away.
good. So we don't have really topics for today. So I would just say let's kind of recap for the
Yeah.
beginning. Let's just recap the last podcast.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I lost my phone.
Nice. You
Maybe if you hold it,
held. Where's the microphone? Okay.
you held it. I think it's up here because this is how you talk, isn't it?
Mwah.
Let me see. Yes, it's right there.
Okay, 'kay.
It's that little
Good.
hole.
That's what she said.
You're disgusting, Will.
Yeah, you're doing a podcast with me, so what does that make you?
You're my best friend, Will.
You're my best friend too.
That was a wholesome
There was
moment.
a hand holding there.
Yeah.
Oh, so beautiful.
Not really hand holding.
No.
You like touched my hand.
I touched his hand with my hand. Yeah, it was consent, kids.
Yeah, we're like
Consent.
we're on Selkirk Hill right now.
Yeah.
Kind of in the woods. We had like that beautiful spot where we could look over the
Oh,
city.
It was so gorgeous.
It was gorgeous, but there was just too much wind.
It was windy.
It was really.
It was windy.
I like we're kind of still sitting in the wind. It just we're like a little bit
We
deeper in
are-
the woods.
Yeah. Well, we set up like a nice. We found this log that's like perfect. I'm sitting on it.
And I'm
That's me
sitting on
slapping it.
another log, and
Yeah, we're real close.
we can't complain.
No, it's
No,
beautiful.
It is.
We're podcasting in the woods.
I see a little rabbit shit right there.
Yeah. Why do you think humans and other animals evolved to shit? Like, why couldn't they dispose of their waste other manners other than shit? Why shit?
I think that's the only point you think that shit is the only way it comes out is because that's the way the rest, the things we can't use in our body for nutrition. Because
Yeah.
it's just rest, just like the leftovers.
No,
I mean,
I
there
get
are like
that. But
many ways, and the animal
Yeah.
kick them how they
why do
get
we
rid of the waste.
shit it through an anus? Why do we push
Because-
and use all that muscle?
Because that's like the best way evolution made us to do that.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think it is. Because
come on, it is. It's like the human evolved for like what, hundreds of millions of years.
too long. We should have gone extinct years ago.
You
We've
sure?
We've done some fucked up shit, but that's
We've
besides
done
the
some
point.
fucked up shit, but
Colonialism.
still, no, we're not going to talk about colonialism
What?
again. That's not
Okay.
good.
No,
No,
the sun never sets on the will empire. Sorry.
actually, like we didn't even talk about it. You just told us
The sun
what you
never
want to
sets.
do if you were an
Yeah.
emperor.
Well, I can go more in depth if I was like, hey, here.
Honestly, you don't have to.
Yeah, this poses a question, but with a twist. If you were Leo, if you were the next Stalin, if you were Stalin in his day, what would you do? What would you do?
I would, honestly, I'm not a fan of communism. I see its point. I see Marx's points in criticizing capitalism.
Yeah.
But I only agree with his first 2 points.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I would be Stalin, I wouldn't have changed anything because
No?
I would have been Stalin. I would have.
You would have been Stalin.
Yeah, I would have fought like he fought. So there's
You
not
would
much.
be Stalin.
Yeah.
You would be the next Stalin.
Or do you say it like?
If you say Stalin never existed, no Stalin,
And I'm in the critical
You're-
position Stalin was in.
you were the general secretary, and you're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be the
Honestly,
guy.
Honestly, I would do the same. I wouldn't kill as much people as Stalin.
Yeah.
To clear that up, I wouldn't be as fascist as he was.
That's ironic.
I mean, he was pretty fascist.
He was.
How you say it? Criminalized.
Yeah, that's probably the word.
He criminalized homosexuality again.
He did. Yeah.
He oppressed a lot of people, put a lot of people in gulags,
Yeah.
and he just killed everybody who was just.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he was a lunatic.
Yeah.
But so I would win the war just like Stalin did, but then I would be more
You'd
more
be
open-minded and
Yeah.
for the world and would give to their own lands. And I don't
Yeah.
think we should talk about Stalin. Honestly,
No. Okay.
that's a podcast
fair.
about spirituality and freedom and.
This is not that one. Well, didn't you put this under like the religious and education category?
Yeah, I put that under religious. category. Honestly, I mean, we're gonna talk about everything. So
we will. So
Yeah.
what a place to start.
what a place.
Religious.
Let's start with religion. Honestly, let's
Yeah.
go through, because we are always like short on topics.
Yeah.
How about we go through the categories, and every day we change the
theme.
the theme of
The theme.
the theme.
Well, but also we should have some fun episodes too.
Yes, of course. But
Yeah.
honestly, we're like not prepared.
No, not at all.
But
This
isn't that kind of like a moral for
Immoral.
life? You're never
Just-
prepared for the right thing.
Just do it when it comes.
Yeah, honestly, that's not a pretty good thing, because if
No.
you just do it when it comes, then you just like it's not.
But there's a certain sense of freedom to it, you know, like
Of course, it's a certain sense of freedom if you just like do whatever you want to do, but that's chaos. That's
That's true.
unexplored territory.
Now, for those of you who don't know, which you probably do, this is an inside joke, because what were we doing?
We were playing ping pong, and there's this book called 12 Rules for Life. It's written by Jordan B. Peterson. It is a really good book, and it's kind of a self-help book. And so this guy started with writing articles on Quora. Quora?
Quora.
Quora.
Oh, that's it.
Quora.
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 Quora. With a Quora.
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 Fuck.
Quora.
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 It's a lovely website where you ask random ask questions.
It's like you ask question and you get answers. And he was writing because somebody, like a lot of people were like asking questions like why their life is so miserable.
Mm-hmm.
And he started writing questions for, not questions but rules.
a test, if you will.
No,
No,
more like
rules?
more like rules. And there was about
Okay.
45 rules.
What rules were there? Do you know?
Yeah, I can list some
List
later.
some.
So no, first I have to tell a story like how he
Oh,
got
okay.
that. And he blew up, famous because of his thinking and his like on videos on YouTube, and then he wrote a book, and he put his like he took his 45 questions and
Yeah.
compressed them into 12, not questions,
12
rules.
question. 12 rules. Is this the 12 rules of highly effective people? Is it that
No,
guy?
no,
Oh.
that's 7 rules for highly
I was
effective.
close. 7 and 12 are close.
Whatever. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So, and their rules, those rules are not like written like do that or do that, but I think the first rule is stand straight with your shoulders back. And this man really goes into detail when he talks about that, because
Yeah.
William
you
is
see,
doing
I've
it.
adopted it.
That's actually
I've
good.
stood straight.
Let me explain something. So he starts that. I was really confused because he started that chapter with lobsters.
Oh, I'm sorry?
He started that chapter with lobsters. He was talking about lobsters.
Lobsters, like, what kind of lobsters?
The lobsters that live on the
They're
ground
okay, whatever.
on the sea and do lobster shit.
I know what. Okay, we'll get to that later.
Those kinds of lobsters.
Yeah.
So, and then he started like talking about it, because lobsters
Yeah.
are really
Crabby.
no, like they're like material of science, and
What?
people studied the nervous.
Oh yeah.
neuron system.
To see if we were boiling them alive or not.
No, not that.
Well, but
not
that is kind of the reason.
no.
Okay.
Just like because lobsters have really big neurons. Like you can see them well with
Yeah.
the equipment those scientists have.
You can see them with their clothes on, just like my dick.
Well, let's move on. So, and they map the complete neuron system of lobsters.
Yeah.
And they understand that lobsters are really similar to humans, like
Really?
in the hierarchy.
How so?
In the hierarchy.
In the
form.
hierarchy.
So, and
Fuck's sake.
yeah,
Leo.
that's my watch. It's 6 o'clock. Who for the one who want to know that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, when lobsters fight for the
They fight.
for the territory.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fight, and so because lobsters shell,
Yeah.
and they need a good spot to shell, because they're like really
To shell.
like to get rid of their shell,
To shed.
to shed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like really like, how do you say, like squishy.
They're real squishy.
Yeah,
They're
when
little
they
squishy boys.
without their shell, they're really squishy and like
have you eaten
vulnerable.
lobster before, Leo?
No,
What?
no, I haven't.
We're gonna get you some lobster before you leave.
We're gonna get you some lobster.
Yeah.
Lobster me up.
I'll lobster you up real nice.
Don't say that.
It's too late.
So, and he talked about like when lobsters fight and they lose,
Yeah.
the whole body, like the whole nervous system, changes, and they won't fight this one again because they're like so degraded.
So hurt.
Yeah, kind of like that, like in the whole body, in the like not even mentally, but also like in the body physics.
They're physically damaged from
but
losing.
also physiolo.
That's interesting. So
So-
that's like
And that's like when you want to allow the dopamine to flow through your body and help you, you have to show dominance. Like as
In a
stupid as it
sense.
sounds, but
but
that's true.
in humans' case, it's not entirely true.
It is true. It is in your brain. You haven't. How do you say? Oh, what is that? Was that a crow?
Okay, well, let's not worry about the birds.
The
we did that
birds!
enough last time.
How do you call that? Deep in your brain is really old, like a really old part of your brain from Stone Age. From even when you were like, just like a real ape.
A real ape. When we looked at, what's this?
the banana.
The banana.
The
gorilla
banana,
form.
yeah. Like, and this part of your body is, this part of your brain is responsible to tell you, like, telling you, like, unconsciously telling you in which part of hierarchy in your social group you are right now.
Yeah.
And just, this is, my karate teacher told me that
That's
people who do martial arts,
Yeah.
they have a different posture, and they tested that with a lot of like people who got bullied,
Yeah.
and they were like walking in front of a white screen with light behind them, and well-known bullies of that town were told to look at that screen, and you could only see the silhouette, and to tell the scientist who they are going to bully.
Yeah.
And they picked on this on the people who like walked a little off,
Little off.
like you mean like I mean with your shoulders in front and kind of head down, like I don't know, it sounds mean, but the victim pose.
Yeah.
The victim pose.
Well, I don't think it is that.
It is that. It's proven. It's like It sounds bad. It's just like the alpha male.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't wanna acknowledge that there are people who like over you,
Yeah.
because that makes you that degenerates.
It makes you sad. Yeah.
Makes you sad. Makes you think. Gives
Makes
you a little
get a little dribble tear.
chuckle.
Run down. No, we're not doing a little chuckle.
So and then they trained them and showed them proper posture.
Right.
And when they were walking with proper posture, they were like, okay, I don't, and we're walking on a stream. The bullies were like, okay, we don't see anybody they would pick on,
Yeah.
because they all look like they would pick back.
Right.
So, and that's the thing. You don't have to be like the strongest. You just don't have to back down. Because if you back down,
Yeah.
then you lost. And that's just like the lobsters. Bringing it back to lobsters.
Okay. Yeah.
Because honestly, sorry, I'm really.
You
at
love
the
lobsters.
Yes.
You would fuck a lobster.
No, I wouldn't. I have a
Oh.
girlfriend. So,
Yeah, it's a lobster.
what?
Yeah,
What?
your girlfriend is.
You,
not
you know that South Park episode with the lobster humans?
what? No, I don't watch South Park.
Oh, I have to show that to you.
You should.
So lobsters, when they fight, they have like different phases. Like
Right.
phase one is they
100% power.
no, they walk around each other, look them in the eyes, and they have
Yeah.
little like pistols behind us, like little jet pistols, and they spray out chemicals that tell the other lobsters
So they-
about their size.
They
and
jizz. They jizz their stats out.
you make it so sexual, Will.
I always do. I'm a sexual being.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
So- and then they just like try to flip each other over, and when
Yeah.
they flipped over, most of the time the weaker one retreats.
Really?
And one fight this bigger lobster again, because he lost.
Yeah.
And only in really like rare occasions
Yeah.
is it that those lobsters. What are you looking at?
There's people.
There are
Don't-
people, yeah.
don't
But
worry
let's
about it,
don't
yeah.
worry about those people.
Yeah, yeah.
And only in very rare cases do these
Mhm.
lobsters kill each other.
Right. Really?
And even lobsters raised in isolation have those things.
really?
Like that they're gonna fight for it.
Whoa.
It's something deep in your body you can't fight against.
But
It's
we're not lobsters.
no, we're humans, but we have the same basic functions.
Well, I
No,
would
it-
I would argue differently.
This
Hold on
is
a second.
this is honestly, I love to hear your arguments, but there's nothing you could argue about because it's proven.
We'll see. So, I would disagree with the posture thing. Posture can make a big difference, but like, actually, no, you're pretty right.
Thank you, Will. And
I-
it takes a huge man to
I admit
acknowledge
defeat.
something like that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my place a
Oh,
bit.
yeah. Okay, well,
'Cause-
I'm gonna switch too because that log was scary. I almost fell.
I don't know. I just want to see if we talk loud enough, but I think that's good.
I think we're good. Yeah.
I think we're good, boy.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Okay, so- Okay, we talked about lobsters for a long time now.
Okay, enough lobsters.
But how does lobster taste like?
How does a lobster taste? A lobster tastes.
Is it fishy?
It's not. It's like eating. It almost feel. Well, no. I'm
Because I
thinking
ate
of
shrimp. Is that
shrimp
comparable?
burgers,
No,
shrimp
like-
cocktails.
Like a shrimp cocktail.
No, it's a Forrest Gump, but don't worry about it. Anyway, a lobster. It tastes like. Okay, I can only describe it as an event. So imagine you're sitting. You're by a lake. It's.
Okay, before you describe it, don't make it sexual.
I'll try. It'll be very difficult. That's how good lobsters are. You just made me kiss his microphone. Thanks, Leo.
Give the audience a little chuckle, William. Sound like the Grinch.
I am the Grinch. You're the Grinch.
I was a Grinch. Yeah,
You were the Grinch.
Christmas parade.
Yeah, yeah.
That was horrible.
Was it?
No, like, I mean, it was a lot of fun because I was like dancing around and shit, but it was so
Yeah.
cold. Like, my fingers were bleeding.
Yeah. All right. Well, back to lobsters. Okay, so now breathe for a second. Imagine you're sitting in a forest next to a lake. It's a lovely lake,
You have to talk
Nice.
into the microphone.
nice and moist water.
Moist water.
And so you're sitting there, and there's a barbecue going on. There's people.
There's so much rabbit poo here.
There's people playing. Yes, there's a lot of rabbit shit, but there's people playing, and you get your lobster from boiling. It's dead, and you pull it out. You rip its arm off, and then you take its claw. You get a rock. You bash the claw open,
Oh, yeah.
and then you rip out the meat, and then you eat the meat
Like
you
an
eat it.
animal.
like an animal, and then you feel the sweet but salty but sweet taste dribble down your throat.
That sounds amazing. I want to eat lobster now.
They're
Actually,
really
when
good.
when you said ripping off the arm,
Yeah.
I must, like, I instantly thought about those chimpanzees.
The what?
No, because there's a really brutal chimpanzee society involving around 140 members.
Jesus.
And for chimpanzees, that's a hell lot.
That's
like,
Hell's Angels right there.
That's like Hell's Angels level, yeah.
That's
Honestly, I
gorillas.
think that 140 chimpanzees could take on 140 Hell's Angels.
Oh, it depends on what they have. If they have their
no,
bikes
I
and
mean,
a gat.
Okay, they get
Or
their
gun.
bikes, but
Yeah.
they're not allowed to use their guns. But
then they could
honestly,
just
I would
run.
give them some wrenches and like some crowbars.
Yeah,
Just to make it a little
but
bit.
they could just like run over the gorillas, and that would fuck them up.
Honestly, have you seen those chimpanzees?
I have. They're thick.
So those chimpanzees, they hunt other smaller chimpanzees
Really?
or like other smaller.
They're
smaller
the alpha
apes.
chimps.
They're like the alpha chimps. Yeah, you're right.
They're the ones who
And-
get the banana porn. They're the ones who take it.
Yes, probably.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
and they were like, just like seeing that smaller chimpanzee, and
Yeah.
they were hunting it, pushing
Yeah.
it down from a tree, slapping it, and like punching it,
Slapping
kicking
it in the ass.
No,
Oh.
and then they were just like ripping off a leg and arm of the
Fuck.
half that chimpanzee.
Jesus Christ.
It was brutal. That's like the only.
Holy shit.
And you know those chimpanzees,
Yeah.
that was the first time that a chimpanzee tribe got documented that they would attack their own members.
Fuck. Jesus.
It was like a
Really?
gang beat up.
A gangbang.
No, William, please.
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
It's just a
Leo.
second podcast. Just
I know.
don't- make it.
I'll take it easy.
make it less
I'll
sexual.
take it slow.
Okay, oh my God, William.
All right. It's
What's your favorite food?
my favorite food. I don't have one. I
No?
love everything.
So what's like
Especially-
your top 5?
Ass.
William,
That was really loud.
come on. I mean, we have to make it a little bit.
A little bit PG-13. My
Yeah.
favorite food would
Your top 5, okay?
top 5. Okay. Number 1. See, I haven't. Yeah, it's hard because it all depends on how I'm feeling. My top 5 foods for today. Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give us a top 5, okay?
Okay. Probably pizza's really fucking high up on there. I'd say like that's.
What kind of pizza?
Oh, there's at the place in Golden. There's red tomato pies.
Oh
It's
yeah.
they
yeah,
have
I know it.
a chicken taco pizza.
Chicken
it's
taco?
so good. Holy shit. There's lettuce on it and some cheese and some chicken. Oh,
That sounds right.
it's really good. Like you
Okay.
should try it.
This is right. That sounds good.
It's good.
And your top 2, like your top number 1
My
and
nu-
top number 2.
My top number 2. Well, pizza's not my number 1. Pizza's like my number 3. My number 1 is sushi.
Sushi?
I love sushi.
Honestly, I can agree. I mean, it really depends on the sushi.
Of course, but
Yeah.
most sushi, it just gives you a nice fresh feeling, you know?
Oh yeah, but honestly, I think my second place would be Taco Time. Do you know Taco Time?
No.
It's like a Mexican.
Is it
style.
like Taco Bell?
It's a Mexican style fast food,
Oh.
and they have that meat and cheese burrito.
Holy shit,
And
that sounds good.
It's really basic, just meat and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
But for that, it's so good. Like I could eat that,
It's beautiful.
and it's filling.
It's filling?
It is filling.
Like how filling? Describe it to me.
Like if you eat 2, you're like halfway through the day.
You're like falling over because you've gained so much weight.
Kind of like that. It's like 2 are enough to bring you
Oh.
halfway through the day.
Holy shit.
Just like when you count the genders and you reach
we
number
go.
1.
Yeah.
Oh, we're halfway there.
I don't know about that. Let's not delve into that one.
Honestly, no. Let's dive into it.
Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
so my stand is there are 3 genders.
3.
Honestly, yeah, 3. Because
Okay.
there's male, there's female, and there's intersex, and that's people who get born with
Yeah.
both
I
advantages.
I've
Because I don't think that we should give every personality a gender.
Yeah, I feel like those should almost be like they kind of already are, but those are the 3 main categories, and then they each branch off into their own thing.
Honestly, I think a lot of people making a really big deal out of gender.
People are, but people should. Yeah, it's a good thing because once you can build awareness, you can build acceptance, and it is interesting and it's controversial. That's why I didn't want to get into it. But although I can't relate, like at all, I support it. If people want to be something, they can be it. But
What if
as long as you're not forcing it in like my face exactly, like not even flaunting it, but like just forcing it upon me to change myself
for you?
for this person.
Yeah, I think because I don't know, like I have like really shallow knowledge about
Yeah.
all 67 genders, but
Yeah.
it looked like a lot came from Tumblr, and they like kind of give every character type or personality their own gender.
Yeah.
And I think they put a lot of those people really put too much. They just put too much into that gender thing. Because I mean that I'm the kind of the guy. I don't care about you except your personality. If you're a
Right.
dick, then
Yeah.
skedaddle off.
Yeah.
So that's why I think that a lot of people just put too much weight on that one.
Yeah.
Honestly, we can save that for another.
Yeah.
For another podcast.
No, that's too deep.
Like an not safe for work podcast where we like
Maybe.
not even more offensive.
Yeah, I don't think our podcast is ever safe for work.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
please don't listen to this
Yeah,
at
please
work,
don't.
or if you do, put headphones in. Dear
Yeah,
God,
and don't tell your manager.
don't tell your manager about us. Your manager
tell
will
your
find
parents.
us. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell your parents that you're listening
Well,
to that.
Tell your friends.
You can tell your friends. We
Oh,
wanna be-
tell all your friends.
Oh,
yeah.
tell-
do it.
but
Share
not
it.
tell your parents. Your
Yeah.
parents can be your friends, but
but
don't
they're
tell.
not your friends.
I mean,
Well, they're my friends.
honestly,
My friends.
what do you think
I'm
about
friends with
those?
your
Those
mom, Leo.
are you?
No, it was a your mom joke.
That was really bad.
I'm trying. It's been a long
I'm
day.
trying. Do you know those parents who like try to be the best friend of their children and
Yeah.
allow them everything?
I think there's a line. There's a middle ground for sure. Like you want to be friends with your kid, but they do need to know who's boss. And I'm sure
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole friendship thing.
You have to talk into the mic.
It has-
a little bit too.
Yeah.
Look me in the eyes, William. Oh my.
Parents like that have good intentions, and I can understand why they would feel that way, but it doesn't quite work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like they don't have to be your friends. They just
No.
have to be your parents and teach you the skills you need to survive in this world
Yeah.
with other people.
I think they can be your friend
Of course
while
they can be
doing
your
that,
friends,
but
they have to tell you. You have to listen to me. You have to think about what
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Oh, of course.
Because if you don't, then
You're
you're,
gonna
not gonna
fuck up.
fit in society, and you're just gonna be
yeah.
a jackass.
Yeah.
This is like, honestly, I have to go back to John Patterson because he
Oh.
had that one rule:
Oh,
don't
yeah.
let your kids do anything that you wouldn't allow them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of parents I notice are just like, oh, okay, just do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you don't want them to do that explain it the best way you can.
Yeah.
And even if they don't understand, then
Then fuck it. Whatever.
fuck it, whatever. Don't let them do
It's-
that because you're the parents. You should
Yeah.
know better.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, but that's kind of conflicts too because
It is.
a lot of people who shouldn't be parents are parents.
Mm-hmm. Or like, because also then it dives down to what if the parents don't want what's best for the kid or don't
Yeah.
like, because then
But I think that's rare occasions.
it is, but it's an occasion nonetheless.
Oh yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I think something that a lot of people forget to teach their kids is discipline and respect.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Or exactly to like older people.
Yeah.
Even though they might be stupid and doing stupid shit,
Yeah.
they're still older. They may know things you don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like one
It's-
thing. When you talk to people, assume they know more than you. Like always
Yeah.
be open to learn things.
And I can understand why for some people that would be difficult, and at times it's incredibly difficult for me, but it's important. And I would like to think I try my very hardest to respect everyone I can. Of course, that's not always how it goes, but it's important. that parents tell their kids at an early age that respect is important. I'm not saying you have to like the person you disrespect, but respect them. They're another human being, and they well deserve the same treatment that you do. Yeah.
You have to kind of touch
yeah.
me because
Sorry,
I
I'm
can't hold
drifting.
like that the whole
Here,
time.
I'll mobilize.
Oh, thank you, Willem.
Yeah.
You know, I really like this part. I mean, it's not a big piece of wood.
No, it's...
I don't even think you could call it a wood.
No, it's like a little patch of grass.
Yeah. It's
Well-
like a hick town for birds.
This is the bird community center.
The bird community.
Yeah,
center.
the crows aren't allowed here because they're the assholes of the bird
like-
community.
When you hear like the beautiful voices of the birds singing in the morning,
Yeah,
they're basically screaming for sex.
that's... I've never thought about it like that, but yeah. And I mean, if I was a bird and I gave no shits, first thing I would do in the morning I'd be like, please, fuck me.
You know what I mean? Like, let's smash, Becky smash,
Yeah.
Becky let me smash.
Yeah,
It's like basically what they're saying.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you're a bird. You wouldn't care about what other
No.
people think.
No, because you're a bird. You're just a bird.
Honestly, there's a famous painting about the fall of Icarus.
Oh,
You know what?
no.
The mythology
know.
of Icarus.
A little bit, not really.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
I don't know the fall, but I read a lot of mythology when I was
Yes.
little, like
Okay.
real little, and they were like kept Icarus and his dad Daedalus. They were kept. I don't know how to say his name,
Oh,
right?
maybe I do remember.
They were kept in a
going.
tower, and they were building stuff for a king. And one day, like they decided to like go away because they didn't like that.
Yeah.
So he built. Daedalus was building wings out of wax and feathers.
Yeah, that's like the worst material, but
Yeah,
whatever.
so they were like flying away,
Yeah.
and Daedalus was telling Icarus, "You dumb fuck! Don't fly too high to the sun, or the wax is gonna melt and you're gonna die."
Right, he flew too high to the sun.
And he died.
Yeah.
And there's this famous painting of you can see like a bay, an ocean bay, like you can see right in
Yeah.
the ocean, and ships are coming in, and like in the foreground, like people are working,
Yeah.
like just working, minding their own business, and then you can see like
Yeah.
in the middle, you can see Icarus falling down,
Yeah.
and that whole picture just shows nobody really cares about you or what you do. You see that guy Icarus with that amazing story,
Yeah.
who kept like prisoner in that
Nobody gives a
tower.
fuck about Icarus.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck. They're all just working. They're wanting
that
to
should
get
be
home.
the title. Nobody gives a fuck about Icarus.
Nobody gives a fuck about it. Nobody cares about Icarus.
No, fuck Icarus.
And I mean, like,
Icarus can suck my dick.
whoa. Hi.
Hi. Mm.
So that's why I'm thinking like a lot of people just think too much. What
Yeah.
other people would think about them.
It's well, but then again, it's society. At least the society
You
I live
should
in
think a little bit what other people think of you.
is built to
So-
make you think like that almost.
Yeah.
Because if you're not seen very in a good light and you don't know it and you go in for a job interview, you're fucked.
Of course. Like there's that line. You shouldn't think enough. You shouldn't think too much about
Yeah.
what other people think.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't stop thinking about what other people might think. 'Cause
Yeah.
I mean, if I wouldn't care what people think about me, I would run nude.
You would run nude.
Yeah.
You would run naked down the streets.
Yes, but I don't do it because I was like, nah, I don't have to do that
No.
to them.
No, no.
No.
See, I
Also,
wouldn't-
I don't want to
wouldn't do
get
that.
caught by pedophiles. So
Oh, I don't think they'd cut that. I don't think they'd want you, Leo.
you know what, William? That was stuff.
It was fire. That
that
was
hurt.
fire.
That
Yeah,
hurt a bit.
I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
No offense.
No offense.
Honestly, we're like pretty offensive.
Yeah,
so that's okay.
we've probably offended all of our friends now, which is one of my goals not to do. I will have you know, I mean no offense. I'm spouting my opinion.
Well, to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive to people.
Of course.
I'm sorry, my friends.
I know. It's difficult, and I
Yeah.
love you all, but
I don't even know why.
what?
Were we offensive?
I don't think we were offensive
know.
yet.
Yet.
Yet
I
is a
think
key
we
word.
we were really offensive to birds, and we kind of have to
Well, maybe we can make a special episode dedicated to birds.
dedicated to birds, like
can
where
talk
we just
about
like
birds.
flame about birds,
Oh.
or just like talk good things
Yeah.
about birds.
Well-
like all the little good things birds are doing.
But the good news is that's not this podcast.
Yeah.
Fuck you, birds. I hate you.
yeah, I wouldn't say that because I like birds, but yeah, yes.
It's a controversial opinion, but Fuck
Eh.
birds, fuck octopi, and fuck barnacles.
You please don't fuck octopi.
I will not
Oh,
fuck
do you know
an
that
octopi.
sketch from Eric Andre?
No.
He's like,
Which
you
one?
know him,
There are
right?
a lot. I know him,
So
yeah.
he's like, he has that one character called Ranch,
Ranch.
where it's like,
Ranch!
yeah, you know his character?
No.
He's like walking around with like extreme weird costumes and shit, and he's talking
How
like
weird.
at a
Like what? Give me an example.
druggy, like he had that like jester
Oh.
hat and like that
Oh,
pink
fuck.
top and his
Oh, no, you showed me this.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
and he was like going around to random people, was like, okay, I kind of tried to do my best impression of him. So yeah, I was going to that aquarium yesterday, just up the street, grabbed that octopus, put it right on my dick, sucked it, flinched it perfectly. Best night I had in like 6 years.
Oh, God.
Don't fuck.
Don't fuck
octopi.
octopi, kids. And if you do, please die.
Yeah, you shouldn't fuck.
You should not fuck.
You know, we need a message for that podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have sex with animals.
Yeah,
That's illegal.
that is very illegal and it's fucked up. Please
Yeah.
don't have sex with animals. We beg you.
Yes. Maybe we can get Peter as a
Peter?
sponsor.
Peter? Who's Peter?
PETA.
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 Petter.
Peter.
Peter. Peta. Peta.
Pita.
Peta.
Isn't there like something called pita bread?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's delicious.
Is it? I haven't tried
Yeah,
it.
pita bread is really good. But yeah, maybe we can get
Peta.
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 Maybe we
Peta.
can get Peta
Peta.
to sponsor our show.
Peta. Peta. Peta.
Whatever.
Pata for tata.
What's your favorite Netflix show, by the way?
Oh. Now I know one particular friend who might get very angry at me for this. But
Don't care about them.
my number one. Whoa.
No.
Okay.
You can say your opinions
I can.
freely, and
I'm
other
going to.
people have to respect them.
Yep.
They may not accept. Okay, that's another question I had. Can
Mm.
you accept things, but you have to respect things, or is it the other way around that you have
we'll
to
get that.
accept things, but you don't have to respect
That's the
them?
next one. Remember that. I
So
will.
because you can say, I respect your opinion, but I don't have to accept it, right?
Yeah.
Let's come to that later. Tell me
Yeah.
your
My
show.
favorite show on Netflix. It's a tie between Gotham and The Office.
The Office.
I've-
That's controversial because there's like two different things.
Two very different things, yeah.
Wait, what Office? The American version or the British version?
I tried to like the British version. I watched the first episode, couldn't get into it. I may go back to it one of these days, though. And the American one is the one I know the best.
Yeah, I think
And-
that's because the American one is more popular.
Yeah, I've heard a lot better things about it, to be honest. And I love some of the actors in the UK Office, but it's just not
Yeah.
the same. Like
Yeah.
Steve Carell in that show, holy shit.
Oh yeah.
He is the best dude.
Honestly, my favorite show on Netflix
Yeah.
is BoJack Horseman.
Is it? My dad likes that show.
It's really good. You should start watching it.
Maybe.
I think it's a show that will help you.
It will help me.
It may look
How will it help me, Leo? What
may look
problems
like a
do I
cartoon.
have?
crippling depression.
Oh.
No, oh, we got dark.
A little too true there,
And honestly,
Leo.
I don't wanna. How do you say? I don't wanna confess
wanna-
it, but
Yeah.
I really enjoyed watching The End of the Fucking World.
Is it? I was eyeing it up, but I wasn't
Honestly,
sure.
I was like watching the trailer like a long time before it came out. And I
Oh,
was
me
like,
too.
that shit garbage.
Was it?
No, that was what I thought, and I really got into it.
That's the one about the psychopath
Yeah.
who dates a girl.
Yes, and I ran away.
They run away together.
I wanna
Doesn't he
run
kill her?
away. That's its plan, but
He never does it.
he never does it.
He never does it. Wow. How romantic.
Yeah, I
Man,
don't know.
wouldn't that be nice
it's
to
all-
have someone who is a psychopath and no matter what they want to kill you,
Oh shit!
But-
Ow.
he just fucked up the log.
I
But
fucked up the
but
log.
they love you too much to kill you.
You know, how about we all sit like both sideways on the?
straight like normal human beings.
Yes. We change like positions like three
Yeah,
times.
but-
That's-
It's amazing. Love is a powerful thing, you know? Like cuz it's an interesting story because a psychopath shouldn't feel empathy, but they can still feel love. And
No, they can't. That's like basically it. Psychopath has no feelings. They just rewrote the whole thing to match the script.
oh, fuck. Aww.
Like there's a difference. Like sociopaths, they have a bit of empathy, and
Well, they have
psychopaths-
empathy, but they don't care about it as much.
Yeah, like they have the priorities. They're like they care about people who are like close to them, more like psychopaths. And you also have to say they're like two different kinds of psychopaths.
There are.
They're like the secondary and the primary. Primary psychopaths are the one who are born with that. And they're mostly the one who are like pretty clever.
And
And then are the secondary, and they are the ones who like kind of got, like their environment made them.
they
like,
got fucked up.
They got fucked up, yeah.
Like
they're-
the guy from Until Dawn, the guy who's
that
the
it?
fake serial killer. It's a game. Do you know it?
Yeah, but
Well, I know a lot of you listeners will know it. It's a good game.
so yeah, and they're mostly not that clever because
No.
they're like the hooligans. kinda.
Well, they can be.
they can't. Of course,
like,
they
look
can
at
be. Like
fucking-
exceptions are like
Look at
confirming the rule.
Ted Bundy, is it? Yeah.
Funny, yeah, but he was in the secondary.
He wasn't in the secondary, but he didn't do a goddamn thing to anyone for most of his life. But then he just went fucking nuts.
Maybe because he like fucking planned it.
Oh, maybe he planned the shit out of it.
Just imagine like his whole life he planned it.
Well, that's something the psychopath would do, honestly. Their whole life, they're planning one event.
You like steaks, don't you, Will?
I love sticks.
He's like peeling on sticks like
I'm-
for the whole
I'm
podcast.
holding it close to my heart. I just hugged a stick. I am
Stick.
hugging a stick right now.
Stick can hurt you.
Stick can't hurt you.
Stick can hurt me.
There's no end in stick.
There's no end in stick. Honestly, they're like two ends on
What?
both sides.
In stick?
Yeah.
No, there's no end in stick. It's not stend.
Oh, you mean it?
Like, you know the
no,
meme?
I was like, you have the stick, and that has a beginning and an end, but it could be both ends.
Oh.
Or it could be both beginnings, and then the ends would be in the
No,
middle.
I mean like there's no end in stick. You know how there's like there's end in friend, there's end in boyfriend, there's end in girlfriend, but there's no end in stick.
Or welding.
Well, there's no end in welding. No.
No, there is an end of welding.
Yeah,
If you like,
it's when you stop holding the trigger.
honestly, yeah, if you switch the letters around, there is an
Yeah.
end of welding.
No welding.
No welding.
Big oof.
Honestly, I weld because nobody can see me cry.
Oh, that's where Leo goes to cry. That's why you always want to do all the welding in
Yes.
class, so he can cry.
Honestly, have you seen the weld I did on your axle?
I haven't seen it yet.
That's a piece of beauty.
Is it? I'll
It
check
is.
it out. I'll check
even
out Leo's
even
weld.
even Mr. Gat was like,
Holy shit! Really?
yeah.
Fuck! I'm a shitty welder. I
Honestly,
always have been.
I'll make you one.
You'll make me a welder. Make me a welder, Daddy.
Don't ask.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
real-
probably smart.
Oh boy, that was a good idea to come up
It
here.
was good, yeah. This podcast I've noticed was a lot less funny, but from what I know, you guys could be laughing your asses off, but this podcast was deep and it was an important one. And sure, we're gonna have some deep ones, but we're also gonna have some really stupid ones.
Oh yeah, and I really have to thank all the people who listen to the
Yeah,
podcast.
holy shit, you guys made
I was
my
I was
week.
surprised that we even had like more than 5 because
Yeah.
I was like, hey,
Yeah.
who the fuck would listen to that?
Holy shit, no. It was
But thank you, and I think
even like all our friends who I kind of expected at least a couple of them to listen to them, but not that many and not like it. It was a miracle, and I want to express my gratitude for that and share it, please. I want more people to hear this.
you want more people to fill their brains with bullshit.
Yeah, I want people to be bullshit brains.
Bullshit brains.
I want to make an army of bullshit brains that I can use to retake Jerusalem.
Oh my god. Don't get political.
No, we're not going to get political.
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 Political. Welcome to politics.
In my basement.
In my basement. All right, enough singing. Are we done?
I don't know. We still have like 1 minute 30 seconds.
All right. Well,
I don't know. Well, let's talk about David Bowie for like the rest.
oh, David Bowie.
David Bowie.
David Bowie.
I have a homework for everybody who's listening.
Yeah.
Get a David Bowie song.
Yeah.
Get the one who's called Heroes,
Oh.
and then go onto the like
Right.
highway.
Yeah.
Play it on like full sound.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and just keep going.
Just keep going.
Honestly, no,
Just
don't
no,
close
don't
your
do
eyes.
that.
Don't close your
But
eyes on the highway, but
Keep them wide open. But
keep them wide open. But just
imagine you're closing your eyes.
imagine you're like in a movie,
Yeah.
and
Or
you're like the camera is like right in front of you, and you're like driving into the sunset,
Yeah.
and like your life is fine. There's like a good end, like a
There's
a
good.
movie.
There's good. Or like you just jumped out. Listen to Space Odyssey while you're skydiving.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
But just like imagine it. This is the end of a good movie.
Mm.
Because in reality, there is no end.
There is
like,
no end.
Like there,
Life is a good movie that doesn't end.
I mean, like there are like good days and like perfect days, but there's always the day afterwards.
That's true.
So, I think that's why it's good to just feel like
Just feel like it's over. And
it's
tomorrow,
over, and
it's a new
tomorrow
day.
is a new day, and you have every chance in
You
the
have
world
every
to make
chance
it
in the world to make it.
the best day ever.
Yeah, that was our little soapbox.
That was the second episode.
Yeah, that was it.
Nobody cares about Icarus.
Nobody cares about Icarus. That's the name.
That's the name.
If it's